and I'm with Retta. Yeah.
That's your intro. You don't have a whole thing. You
Yeah.
ready? It's my turn now.
No.
Hi everyone, I'm Retaliate, but you can just call me Retta. Whether you're already a resident or are just passing through, I welcome you to the sanctuary. Today I am playing Waifu Wars with none other than the John Waifu, who is right here.
Oh, this is really you got like a proper intro. Like,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. This is the guy that has made the game, and he has challenged me to a duel. So, I don't know. I'm trying not to be I'm trying not to be starstruck. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. So it's like I see a lot of people like playing the game,
Yeah.
and I see some people not playing it like probably as it should be. So it's more of just like people have a better understanding of how things work, so that they can then pass on the knowledge. Because the problem is, while I'm still undergoing writing like a proper comprehensive guide, I don't have like anything bigger that's easier for people to kind of like follow to actually learn how to play the game. So I think doing something like this, now the game's a little bit more like bedded in, like sharing the knowledge to the good people.
I'm inviting
But,
you,
yeah.
by the way, to share your chat so that we can both see them.
I don't even know how to do that. Where am I looking? There we go.
Sorry, I'm throwing stuff at you.
Get started. There we go. Okay,
Right,
I
and
think
you
that's
are
done it.
muted, so
Never allow the microphone. Which will not
why
allow.
does it look weird? What have you done to my settings? Oh, I fixed it.
Hello, Misty.
Hi, Misty.
Moderation.
So, which deck will you be playing? Or rather, which deck would you like me to play?
We'll kind of just mix it up. So both go hell deck off the bat.
You'll just take one card? You're gonna go hard mode?
I will take one card.
Alright, if you'll go hell, then I'll go ahead and go earth to go opposite. So,
yeah.
Yes, shuffle. Have you shuffled it?
Okay, so what should happen is, so in a proper tournament format, your opponent will take your deck, shuffle your deck, and then cut the deck.
The opponent shuffles too?
So you don't shuffle your deck. So in like a proper tournament setting, obviously it's a bit different on tabletop sim because it's all computerized. But in like a real life person setting, you'd exchange decks with your opponent, shuffle your decks, and then you'd cut the deck and then pass it back to your opponent. So we'll do it in this case like it is like real life. So just spam R.
Oh, I already shuffled and cut.
Cut. No. Never mind then. Right.
Sorry. I was like, I'll do it while he's talking. Oh, am I supposed to also? No, wait, hang on. I got to do it again because when it's cut, the top part needs to be moved to the bottom. That's how tabletop sim works.
Sweet. Right.
There we go. Did you do that for mine, or would you like to cut mine again?
Yeah, no, I've already done it. Don't worry.
Okay,
so,
perfect.
So we will now roll the dice
to see who starts. Oh, you're rolling a d6. All right. Well,
6.
I think you might have beaten me.
Right, I'll go first.
Yeah. All right. Yes.
Okay, so first, I'm actually going to mulligan. No matter what cards I get, I'm just going to mulligan them straight away, just to show the example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So start the game. You draw 7 cards, and if you decide, these cards just ain't it, Chief, then shuffle them back into your deck. Then, if you wouldn't mind shuffling my deck again better.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll be honest, that the initial hand it gave me was actually like pretty good.
Oh.
I'm gonna get terrible cards.
I can mulligan too. Also, thank you to those who are following me right now. Normally I would thank you guys right away, but I'm letting John Waifu do his thing right now. Oh, if you want to shuffle my deck as well.
No, it's okay. Oh yeah,
because I'm mulligan, yeah.
There we go. Right. So,
oh my goodness gracious.
First turn. At the start of the turn, you always, if possible, you always want to play a realm. If you can't, then have a look at the cards in your hand and see if you've got any abilities that allow you to draw realms, like this one, for example.
I should not have mulliganed. My hand
So
got
this
so
is
bad.
so this card's Astral Nishimoto logo. Obviously, I can't play it now, but it's a good one for a little bit later in the game. So you can redeem 3 realms and add. So on the actual card release, the text of this has been tweaked a little bit because of exception circumstances. So you'd add up to 1 Hell Realm and up to 1 Hell VTuber or Hell Sport card from your deck. So with this deck, it's kind of the main focus is if you can try and get Maze Domain Chibi into your hand, then it's how you can kind of start powering things up and then just steamroll your opponents. For now, I don't have any cards that I can actually debut, so I'll just play.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Left tab. Oh, there we go. Never mind. So I can't actually play any VTubers because I didn't get any class VTubers. So I will. This could actually be a really useful feature. So I'll just play my Hell Realm. So in this turn, there is after your startup phase, there is no stream off phase or closing phase. So it will just skip to ending my turn. So I pass the turn across to you, Retta.
Yes. So now, because I am the second to go, I'm allowed to draw. And yes, as he was saying, put the realm down. And if you have something to play, it's just... I mean, it depends. There are times when I've had 1-cost cards and I've just held on to them. Because, especially if you're going against a Hell deck, my experience has been Hell decks, they're the kind of... Like, if you want to speed run winning, because they've got a lot of lower cost cards, versus this deck, which is better defensively until you have enough lands to put out your stronger cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want me to read out the cards I placed so that people just kind of know?
Yeah, I can highlight them. So this one's Korean the Maid. So if this card is cancelled by stream off, you can choose to send this card to the ban zone instead. So usually it goes to the offline zone once the card's defeated by a stream off. But you can choose to send it to the ban zone and partner a Korean from your deck, ignoring any debut conditions. Yeah, so partnering is similar to the debut mechanic, but when a card is partnered, it's put onto the platform without the use of any realms. So the cost that's in the top right, which is 1. Obviously, on some of the other cards, like Korean the Mage, it would be 6. So you can play this card without actually needing any cost.
Yeah, and pretty much every game I've played against the Earth deck, whenever this card gets destroyed, they just immediately summon the 6th card.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so start my turn, I'll draw a card. Play another Hell Realm. Okay, so I'll redeem 2 Hell Realms so I can play Mr. Plaramel. One thing I also want to clarify as well. So cards like I think I don't have any in my hand, but where it says like once per turn, if you activate that ability in your turn, you cannot then activate that ability in your opponent's turn. So the once per turn is like until like your next go.
It's technically once per round versus once per turn, yes?
Yeah.
I will say some of the cards that say turn that mean round can get a little confusing, because we've been saying turn for each individual turn, and we've been saying it for the full turn / round. So something with, and I know one of the blue pink haired VTuber guy in the Hell deck, gosh, I don't remember his name. It's got Uwu in it. But the actual VTuber one says something about in the turn, and there's been a lot of confusion as to whether that means purely your turn or the round as a whole.
So well, Kazu Reception, I think is it the Chibi? So that one's more like you use it during your opponent's turn. So if obviously because you can't
the
skip
Chibi
your
support yes, the support one is
No, is it
understood.
whichever one's the actual like VTuber card?
Yeah, the actual VTuber card. Um, and with that one as well, I wasn't sure if it needed to be summoned in order to activate the ability, or if you could do it from your hand, paying the cost.
So that one, I think the text specifies it has to be sent from the platform, so it has to
Yes,
be
I thought so.
in like the VTuber zone.
Yes. Okay.
But anyway, yep. So I've played Mystify Melt, so I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Let's see. Just another realm, because I can. Um... Okay, so this is the one that I can do. Whoop! So, I'll just put her out as well.
Yeah, Vera, I think in the next patch I've specified in the Pumpkino, it's like so that's changing like a patch for the next release after the tournament and for the actual release.
You fully cut out for me when you described what the patch was. So I was just like,
yeah. So basically, Pumpkino, Vera mentioned,
Mhm.
it says per turn. But Pumpkino, it should be at the start of each of your turns. So the text has been changed, so it's a bit clearer on that front.
oh yeah, um, Pumpkino, that's the one that gains 750 each turn, right?
Yeah,
Or
but it's
each
meant to be at the
round,
start of
each of your turns. Yeah, I've been taking
each
it
of
as
your
the
turns.
start of my turn when I play it, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's cool. That's all I can do for now.
Okay. Right, so idle my realms. So once your realms are redeemed, at the start of each of your turns, you want to idle them all. So I'll play my additional realm. So I'll redeem 3 Hell Realms and play Astral Nishimoto logo, so I can add a Hell Realm. And I'm going to be adding a support card from my deck. So when you add cards from your deck, you just want to show them to your opponent.
Okay,
Of
so
what
you
cards
do show
are
them
being
to your
added.
opponent. That was something that I
Yeah.
wasn't sure because it didn't say it on the card, so I was like, do I have to?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more of like in like a proper tournament setting, you show what cards you've added from your deck, because otherwise you could potentially be cheating. Obviously, not that people would, but
Oh, I see.
you know, some people might.
Yeah, this is my first tournament, so I'm still learning as I go. All right.
Yeah, I went to like fair few like Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and things like growing up, and yeah, it was just like, it's just sort of like disgusting game at that point. Yeah, it's just they changed things too much. So that's why it's like old simple things back.
Is that part of the reason you're making this one so you can have your own
Yeah,
tournaments?
it's like I just want my nostalgia. But if you wouldn't mind shuffling my deck as well.
There you go.
Again,
And
obviously things aren't quite as easy in the tabletop sim as they are over the actual tabletop itself.
yeah, but I mean some things are good because if you go to objects, you can summon the when we start like
Oh
doing
yeah, the
power
counters.
adjustments. Yeah. Would that be your turn then?
Yes, I'll end my turn there.
Also, you haven't.
I'll add the counter.
Not that it's important right now, but you haven't put your life down yet.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, so at the start of each game, everyone has 10,000 followers as well.
Yeah.
That's like a life system.
Okay. So I put that down. Okay, that's not important right now. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. That's the wrong button. Okay. That's, and since you're in defense mode, me attacking you wouldn't do anything, right? Because I'm a lower attack.
Yeah, so obviously, if Miss Pyramel was in power stance, so it'd be 1,000 against.
Yeah.
So if you go 0 against 1,000 though, then you'd lose 1,000 followers, but this card wouldn't be
This card
cancelled.
wouldn't be. Yeah, that's what I was making sure.
Yeah,
So
it'd just be like it's just a pointless interaction.
yeah, so these gals are just hanging out, and that's actually all I can do right now. Unfortunately, my mulligan really kind of messed me up this time around.
Honestly, like before I do that, I actually had like a bang in hand, and now I'm just like, this is this is mid. Okay, right. So now I will draw a card.
I'm just like, at least I have a defense system right now. That's all I'm really at right now.
Play my additional realm.
Four lands, in my opinion, is when the demon deck genuinely gets scary, especially if you're as a forest deck and you haven't prepped yet, because one of the scariest cards in the demon deck, in my opinion, is the 4-cost Misty Player, because she already has a solid power to begin with, and when you partner her with the Misty Player, the orange, she just gets buffed so quick.
Yeah. So I redeem 3 realms, play Maves Domain Chibi. So I can add 2 demons basically with 1 cost. So it says partner. It should on the new card it says partner up to 2 demons from your hand, deck, or offline zone with a total cost of less than 3. So it's just basically like either 1/2 or 2 1s.
So you can pick 1, 2. It said partner 2 demons, so I assumed that meant you had to partner 2 1 cost.
Yeah, so that's what that's what it was initially, but from community feedback, which is helping us actually make the game better, people have mentioned it, saying, what if in the instances as well where you've not got 2 1-cost demons in your deck? So then, saying partner up to 2 demons.
Okay.
Then it kind of helped it.
Is that something that's changed mid-tournament, or is that another thing that's going to be adjusted after?
Again, nothing's changing mid-tournament, but it's all going to be revamped a little bit after.
Cool.
So then I will activate Astral Nishimoto Chibi's ability. So I can send this card from my hand or platform to the offline zone to partner Astral Nishimoto from my hand or my deck. So I'll send her there. Where is she? There we go.
Yeah, so if I can't do something pretty soon, it's gonna get dangerous for me real quick here. But again, I do have... what was the button that you said to shuffle quickly?
R.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I like shaking it, but that's good to know.
I didn't even know you could shake it.
Well, hey, I've taught every single person I've played this game against about that.
Okay, so this is where Misty Player, the orange, starts kind of becoming pretty useful.
Oh.
So in future updates, thanks to community feedback, Misty Player the Orange is gonna have the ability where it affects other cards, but not itself.
Yeah.
But if there's like 2 Misty Player the Oranges, then
They
they'll
bounce.
buff each other.
Yeah.
But they won't buff themselves. Because otherwise, this made things a fair bit more, I don't know, just not quite right. Yeah, it's definitely dealt with like the balancing of the game.
Yeah. And it didn't quite make sense to me personally for her to have her own power level if every time she comes out it's immediately buffed up to the next level.
Right, I'm trying to do maths in my head now. I think I'll end my turn there because I need something a bit more.
What? You don't want to poke the bear yet?
Not yet.
But they're just sitting there so nicely. Okay, so I can do that. And then this does... So I think first I'm gonna go ahead and do this one.
Oh dear.
It's fine. It's fine. You're cool. So I get hang on. There's the button. So since I can play it automatically, I'm just gonna stick it there for the Earth Realm. And now I need to find a Korean that I would like to play. Or that I would like to have, I suppose.
Yeah, you're right, Billy. Long time no speak. Yeah, I actually have no idea how to get it on console or anything yet.
Well, I don't really.
To be fair, if I can actually find a way to actually make this like a proper game, that'd be class. Obviously, I know it's like the tabletop version. Well, I'm gonna have a look, see if there's anything I can actually do. I spoke to somebody about making it into an actual game, but there's a lot more work involved than I would initially thought. It's mainly just like gathering all the assets and putting all the assets together, and I just don't have time. As much as I'd love to.
Sorry, I'm just thinking a little bit.
I'm trying to remember the abilities of the.
What? You don't need to know abilities and things. That's not important.
I'm literally having to like go through my files and shit.
Where is the ding dang thing? I don't need that one. I think I might actually just go a little simple this time with the Korean that I choose. I'm just gonna grab that one if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
And that'll go in my hand. And the deck can be shuffled. And then this goes over here. And let's see. So this is gonna hurt. So here's a question that people have had. When you do this and voluntarily hurt yourself to summon without debut costs, the summoned creatures, are they allowed to then attack, or are they not allowed to attack that turn?
No, I think I specified this in like one of the so I released the rules on Canva, and I re-released them like 5 minutes after, saying, yeah, this is the problem. So cards that are partnered or you can't debut a card in the stream or phase, but if any cards that are debut or partnered during the stream or phase cannot stream off this turn, because otherwise that'd be fucking overpowered as shit.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And that was something with the last tournament round that I was like, I guess you can. I mean, I won enemy, so I guess it didn't matter too much on my end, but it was still one of those things where I'm like, do they get to go? Because I think I read the rules before it was adjusted. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna get a little ouchied real quick. Same.
So you like resolve the effects is like one time themselves.
Oh, one at a time I resolve the effects.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take 2k. I take the 2k damage. And then I resolve the effect, which is I can partner a Korean from my deck, ignoring any conditions.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Waifu Wares is like doing good. Like, yeah, it's getting there. Slowly but surely.
There we go. So this one is the one that's it has the card can only debut by this. The card cannot debut and can only be partnered by banning 2 Korean cards. That's something that confused people because they were like, well, it has the power. Do I pay the power? And I remember last time I was playing, you said you don't pay the power, you just do this.
Yeah, but this card is like a very unique, very specific card. So it literally can't be partnered unless you do the 2 bans. So even though Maid says, oh, partnered, ignoring any debut conditions, because it specifies in the text it can't be partnered except by the banning action.
So I can't summon her even with this.
No, not her. So
Really?
she's like literally the singular.
I thought this was like kind of the cheat code to
She's
get
more
her
for the
out.
night. She's more of the cheat code for getting the night out.
For getting the 6 cost, you're saying? So I'm
Yeah.
assuming she goes back in my deck?
Yeah, just put it back in your deck.
Okay. I guess I'll look for something else then.
Yeah, so the knight's probably the better option because I think she come out with 2700.
Oh, I
Yeah,
pushed
so
the wrong
Vera,
button.
the cards only get like a summoning sickness if they're partnered or debuted in the stream off phase, but you can't debut in the stream off phase. But yeah, on when I finally get around to like the full release of this, just to kind of clear up any confusion, I'm updating the mage's text and the mage's text. So in the mage it'll say specify except Korean the mage. But yeah, I can see
you
why
would
it's
need a
confusing.
specification because it says ignoring debut costs, and since that one's debut cost is the banning, it
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can see why it's confusing.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gotten the birthday if I had known that specification. But that's okay cuz I am still learning as well. And so 200 power for each in the offline zone or ban zone. Okay. So oh, thank you.
There you go.
That's
Magic.
the power. There you go. Magic. Yeah. I didn't know you could duplicate them. Okay. Is there only one of these or is there two?
There's 2 in each deck.
What if can I whoop, that's not.
But yeah, I don't know if it'll make things like better on the mage card. I'm just gonna change the text like a fair bit just to make things easier for people.
Yeah,
And probably just
because
knock its power down just a touch.
yeah, because absolutely everyone I've played against goes boop and then summons the 5 cost that requires the 2 ban.
Yeah, it's so I know what I mean, but it's hard to like convey it across.
So then I can do this one and summon another of her because you said there was 2.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll do that. Take my damage. Ouch. Yeah. Oh, forgot to press enter. There we go. Oh wait, I think I have... I didn't need to do that. Well, that's fine. It's fine. I found her. 2900 attack. But since they can't... Am I allowed to put them both in defense right now? Since they can't attack this turn
Yeah,
anyway?
when you part them.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's not working on Vera, but it's...
Alright.
I don't even know. It's like hard to kind of do.
So like summoning sickness kind of deal. Oh, excuse me. I burped a little bit.
Hey, Scarlet, welcome in.
Hello. Okay, I believe that's all I can do this turn. So I think I'm gonna hang out and let you go ahead.
Okay, so I will my realms, draw a card. Realm. Okay, so I'll redeem 3 Hell Realms to play Mr. Pike. Why? So I can once per turn I can redeem 2 Hell Realms.
Oh,
So
you're
you've
gonna
got,
have you're gonna be stacked.
that's the plan.
Interesting, interesting.
See, how you're playing the Earth deck is like right and like how it should be played, if you know what I mean.
Oh, thank you. I still feel like I'm probably gonna lose, but I knew it. I knew that one was gonna be summoned. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It's okay.
I can't remember if in this it affects power and defense or only defense. Okay.
Um, the card, misplay of the orange affects both.
Yeah. So like it stacks. So it's
Yes.
designed to be like a boosting card.
Yeah, and yeah, and it's meant to be a booster for others, which is why, hence, we're gonna be nerfing it after the tournament. But
Yeah.
for now, it's one of the scariest cards in my opinion because it's so cheap. And it's so easy to just be like, oh, put 3 of them out there. Now they're all 3K.
Like,
what? I'm like, can you maybe not do that? Is that a thing you can just not do?
No, I don't think I will. Okay, so now we're going to the stream off phase.
Yes.
But because I've got multiple cards, obviously I can stream off multiple times.
Yes,
So
if
what
you
I'll do,
want
I'll
to.
stream off. I think I will. So I'll stream off Ashwell Nishimoto against this one. So because its power stance versus defense stance, and 3,200 is bigger than 3,000, Queen and the Knight just go to the offline zone.
Yeah, I don't lose any followers. I had a feeling you were going to put another orange out, which is why I put them both in defense mode.
Yeah. Then what I'll do, I will activate Misty Player and Mel's ability. So, and I'll send this card from the platform to the offline zone. And select one of my Misty Player, the oranges, which is this one.
Oh, and you're going to stream off directly?
Directly. So
okay.
I'll stream off at 2,500.
You stream what now?
Stream off directly for 2,000.
2,000. I thought you said 5,500 for a second, and I was like, I know you're not doing that. Whoop, 25,000. Hang on. I had 6,000 life. How do I backspace? Is there no backspace? Can I backspace? I can't.
It's backspace.
Well, yeah, I'll equal, and then I'll add 25,000. And now I can subtract 25.
If you just go into Objects, Components, and just type in Counter, it comes up, and you can just type on them.
Right. I guess the counter would be better than the calculator in most circumstances. Okay. Will you be doing anything else this turn?
No, I will end my turn now.
Okay. So I'm not doing good. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do. Well, hang on.
This might have actually got 6 Earth Realms out there.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who gets 6 Earth Realms?
I am realmless.
So, hypothetically, summoning Korean the Mage, I don't have to tap realms. It's only the ban the 2 card things.
Yeah, it's only ban the 2 card things.
So it's a special summon, which means I would still be able to use my realms to summon another VTuber, theoretically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Thank you for the follow, Kirika.
Sorry, I'm reading everything right now.
So, I'm going to tell you something as well. So
Yeah.
this will probably end up making me lose. But with this card, with Korean the Knight,
I know. I was looking at
literally every turn you want to use its ability.
Yeah, because then I can very quickly, at this point, make her stronger than your strongest and just remove you really quick. Which kind of was my plan right now. A bit. So I had a whole thing. So I was already gonna Oh, excuse you. How many is this? That's
Maybe just for the
3.
ban zone anyway, won't they?
Yeah. So, oh, they're supposed to be in the ban zone?
Yeah, so I think when you use their abilities,
Oh,
instead
did
of
I
sending them
forget to
the
do
offline
it?
zone, it don't really matter, does it? Go to the same place then.
In the off.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is in the offline or ban zone. Okay, that scared me for a second because I was like, no, my power. So this card could banning 2 Korean cards from the offline zone. So that includes this one, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Hang on.
Oh right, I need to up her power, don't I? Oh wait, I need to ban something. Wait.
This card gains 200 power for each Korean VTuber. So it's got to say Korean and be a VTuber.
Gains for each Korean VTuber in the offline or ban zone. Yeah, you were already calculating that. So these 2 is 400, which is 2,900, and then there's one more over here, which makes 3,100.
Yeah.
So those were already banned, so I can't use them anyway. So I'm just gonna search for something in my hand real quick for that because I did tap for it. And then I have these 2 that can go over here real quick, just real speedily. For this guy, let me find a it's a
Oh yeah.
yeah. What? A Korean. Does that include Korean supports? Or because it just says a Korean?
Yeah. It includes Korean supports.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I was already gonna do the ban thing, but I'm glad that we were on the same page for that. I think because I've already summoned... Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Oh no, come back. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ban another one of these girls, because I feel like it. So that'll add 200 to that one. And with doing that, you can go ahead and shuffle my deck, please.
Be okay.
Hello, chatters. Sorry, I'm super focusing. So I have
that. That won't happen until later.
So you have those.
The changes have been made, just not published on Tabletop Sim.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Get the cog to turn in.
I think I'm gonna do that, which will add another 300 power to this one, and will also add 300 power to this one, and I believe it buffs itself as well currently, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because it is a Korean. So that's 1,800 for that one.
Yeah, that's right, Misty.
Okay. That. So I'm just gonna show you. It says 2 cards from offline. When I only have 1, I'm assuming if I spend it, I just get the 1.
Yeah, just 1.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do that anyway. Or would I get it back and suddenly it's a feedback loop? Probably not. I would
Yeah,
assume.
I've seen somebody do that. Obviously, it'll cost you like an extra realm or something to keep doing it, but someone was using that and another card that was getting you like 1,000 followers. It just kept recycling it. It was good. It was good. It was interesting though.
Yeah, it'll turn into a pot of greed debacle though. So, I don't know if did I spend these? I did too for that. I did. I did spend these. These are spent because I summoned the birthday. So my realms are all spent. I did that. She is back in my hand. Okay. So I can't do any more summoning and stuff. I can't use any more supports because I have spent the things. I think I can't do anything else. Once blah 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 blah. Okay. So, well, let's can we remove her please?
Yeah.
And that'll be 100 damage to you.
One whole 100.
Yes.
Alright.
And then I'm going to put her in attack
See
and
with
get
this.
rid of one of your misties.
Yeah. So with this, you need to change the stance.
Oh, before I attack?
Either in the startup phase or the closing phase. You can't do it in the stream off phase.
Oh,
but it's fine in this instance.
That's what I meant to do, but I think it's because I keep going sideways like this. I'm like, ah, she's upright, and then I turned and I'm like, oh no, I'm sideways. Don't forget that the orange does boost this gal as well.
Yeah, she's in defense mode.
Well, it boosts defense too. I didn't know if you wanted to write that down or something. Yeah, Misty Player Orange is attack and defense. See?
Just how much I pay attention.
I'm over here mastering the game that you've made. And you're like, oh, what? It works. Oh, I just realized I pushed buttons and now my model is behind yours. Let me fix that.
Sweet. Are you ending your turn there?
Yes.
Okay. I'll idle all my realms. So I play one realm.
Oh no.
I'll redeem 2 realms to play Mel.
Mel is another one that gets scary real quick.
How many Misty players have I got? Only 2.
Only 2 in your offline? Really? I'm surprised. And 100 power for each demon on your side of the platform. So that's another 300. So 700 added to 1500. So 2200 is the current power of Mel.
200 plus 500.
Oh, right, because Misty Player's here. I don't like that.
I'm trying to do like maths and see if I can make anything work.
You got this.
I need like sport cards, but problem is I don't have any.
It's so funny because when I first drew this hand, I was like, "Well, I'm done. I'm gonna lose." I still feel like you're gonna pull this off somehow.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn it around. I don't think I can. To be fair.
Extra 500 for every Misty in your chat. Hey, don't give him that buff. That's not. Hey, that's got to be universal. Give me that too. Turn my Koreans into fire Koreans.
Right. I don't think it's possible, you know. I can't quite do it. I think, I'll be honest, I can get things so that it's like very close, but I don't think I can get it so it's winnable.
I don't know. I'm trying to think right now too. I'm like, if I was
Yeah.
on your side.
Okay, I already used 2 Hell Realms.
Oh, you're playing defense now.
Play
All right,
Mel.
all right.
Then I'll send.
Oh, that's the fiddlesticks.
Then
Shucks.
I'll go to my stream off phase. I'll activate this ability to send this to the offline zone.
Yeah, and
So
you're
I can
gonna.
stream directly
Yeah, and.
with Misty Pie the Orange for 2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you direct stream off with Mel? Because he was 2,700. That would do more damage to me. I mean, you can do Misty Play of the Orange. I'm just asking
Yeah, I'll do
your
Misty Pie
logic.
the Orange.
Okay.
There is no logic.
There is no
And then
logic. There is only war. The
and
war
then
of the realms.
I'll have Mel stream off against Korean birthday.
Oh, so I mean, there's a little logic there. Okay, so you go here, and then so this is now 3,800.
Minus 300, so 3,500.
Oh, minus 3, so 3,500. You're right. You're right. And then this one's just back to normal, so I can take this away. You are correct. You did the maths. I only did half the maths. Okay.
And then my turn there.
Your turn's done?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Whoops. Alright. Hang out, buddy.
I just need to figure out how to get like 1,500 points worth of damage.
I know. I'm right there, man.
I think I can next turn. I think I'm like 99% sure. I'm hidden behind the
I
wall.
think you can do it. I genuinely think you can. You have enough land for it. And
Yeah, it depends how you do things on this turn. To be fair, if you do
I know.
things the way
here's the thing. I don't have much right now.
proper at the city,
I might just
moment.
throw as much at you as possible right now. So yeah, because I didn't draw what I needed to draw either, to be honest. So I can get rid of your Mel's 2,900 right now. So I can I could what's this one do again? Hang on. Once per turn we do blah 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 blah. Cast left through deck. Yeah, no. I don't like her very much, so we're gonna boop her to get rid of her. And then we're gonna boop Misty Player.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'll declare an interrupt. So it allows me to redeem 1 Hell Realm.
Oh, I knew you were holding on to that.
There's 2 Reception Bubbles.
Shucks.
So I just don't lose any followers until the start of my next turn.
Oh, but I can still take them out.
So
you know what? Fair play. Okay, so yeah, but I'm taking both of them out for sure, 400% sure. And that's all I can do this turn. That's all I can do because I've streamed off and everything is tapped. All right. Okay.
Oh, because Misty Player the Orange was sent to the offline zone, I can add the Misty Player from my deck.
Yeah, and I think that'll. Gosh dang it!
To be any Misty Player.
I mean, you got plenty of Misty Players, and you've got the land for it too. So. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Not again.
Then I'll draw my card. I feel like shuffle it as well for us.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think you have this. I genuinely do.
I don't think I have, because you played that extra night. Then it's kind of like it's thwarted my plan.
Have I? Here's the, like, depending on, because you, I don't want to say anything. I feel like there's a way for you to still just kind of skirt on by, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. It all comes down to this.
Okay, so redeem 3 Hell Realms. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I play one at the start of the turn? I generally don't remember. Did I play a realm?
Was
No, because I only had one card in my hand. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you have 6. So, and I don't think you've played the extra Hell Realm thing, so I should be ahead of you. Because I played the extra Hell Realm thing. So, since you have 6
To
out.
be fair, tabletop's it. Yeah, okay, I did.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great. Just time lapse it.
I'm spinning! Every time you do that, it keeps wanting me to go to your side of the table. Yeah. Because, yeah, I should have, like, at the start of your turn, I should have one more. What? Oh,
okay,
no,
yeah,
but maybe. Okay.
I'll redeem these 2.
Okay.
And then I'll partner a mystery player.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Mel's not a Misty player. That's okay, but that girl is. Yes.
Okay, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and untap. And then I draw. Cool. I do that. You've got 2 over there. They're both in defense mode. How much? So that one's got 1,500 defense, and this one's got 2,700 currently. Okay. I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Give her hers back. What happened to my... I need another one. Hang on.
As well, what you can do to like just steamroll even more with this deck is if you just redeem 4 more Earth Realms to activate Korean and Knight's ability on both of them. Send another 2 Koreans to the offline zone, or well, offline or ban zone, whichever one it is.
Oh, because I have enough
You get,
land
like,
for that.
400.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hell deck's very good early game. Earth deck's
Yeah.
very good late game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying or telling people whenever I played against them. I was like, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, the force deck sucks," and I'm like, "That's just because you need to defend until you got a ton of land, man."
Yeah. Like that initial hand I had was like really good, and then I mulliganed it. I just have the right cards.
If I do that, and oh, there's 2 cards here. What are you? That's not a Korean, so I can't ban that one. So I can ban this one for a bit. Wait, but that doesn't add any power. Why did... Hang on. I think... Am I dumb, or did I do that wrong? Because it says,
Yeah,
once per turn, return to from the ban zone... Oh, to the ban zone from your hand, deck, or offline. But why would I move it from here to there if it's just the same amount of power?
So you do it from your deck.
Yeah.
So you just do 2 from your deck, really, or like if you've got spare ones in your hand.
I don't.
Yeah, and it's like if I drew a Mystic Player Chibi as well, like early, but I've not drawn one at all.
Wait, this is a Korean, right? It is. Okay.
Well.
So that one, and then why would I send that one? That's a dumb one. And I'll go ahead and do this one as well. So 1 and 2, and now both of these are. Did I already up their power, or they're 4K now?
No, they're on 4400 now. They're 42? 42.
Oh, because it buffs both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Because my brain, for some reason, was like, okay, so I'll buff this one with this card, and this one with this card. Gosh dang, I pushed the ding-dang buttons again. I need to stop using the numpad. It affects my VTuber model every time. Oh, and I've stopped using it. Oh no. Get off my wing. I can't believe that that's a thing that happens. Okay. Sorry. Fixing. This is fine. Okay, so 42, 42. This one doesn't change because it's 3300. Okay. So, that one, she only has 1500 defense, so I can defeat her with my weakest card. She has 20. When what? Oh, right, you have to do your search thing. Oh,
yeah,
you can do your search thing.
So obviously when Misty Player is sent to the offline zone by, does it just say cancelled? Yeah, it's just cancelled in general. So either way, no matter how it gets to the offline zone.
Yeah. Basically, get her to the offline zone and you get the search.
Sad to Misty Player the demon. I'm surprised I've not drawn one of those this game.
I know, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'll just shuffle it from over. Yeah. It's like, in tabletop sim, you're probably alright just shuffling your own. But in this,
yeah. And take 8400 damage, please. It's real close. You added a 0. You're at 400.
It's like 400. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I need to do is just scale.
Oh, dang.
That's better.
I don't know how to scale. Oh yeah, that's it. Because they've all attacked now.
Okay.
That is a big calculator.
Idle my realms, draw a card, and then I'll pray.
We're so realm wealthy.
Yeah, I'm just not getting the support cards I need though.
Yeah, you either need the one that's like, don't lose any followers, or you might have already used both of your stream off girls.
No, I know I've still got one more.
Okay, well, don't draw it.
To be fair, at this point, I think I generally actually can't, and they'll help.
Yeah, because you can only directly debut one card per turn. So even if you had, multiple VTubers there, you couldn't direct debut all of them. You'd have to pick one.
Yeah. I'm not getting anything that says like partner. Yeah, what I'll do the respectful thing and I'll forfeit because
you're gonna forfeit? What? You don't want me to?
I can't.
You can't summon anything?
No, well, I can, but it's just gonna be like I can't do enough to stop it.
I see.
Yeah, that was very good.
Let's see. I would have drawn an Earth Realm. Look at that. And if I had survived this round and you had gotten, something scary, I was holding on to this Scowl. So that, but the problem is I needed that extra Earth Realm to be able to summon the birthday and her.
So what I really needed this card.
Yeah.
So I was gonna use this card to partner Misty and Mel, and then use this together to, or just like at one Misty and Chibi. Not Misty Chibi. Yeah, other Misty, whatever it was.
The
But
plus 500, the
if I had
orange
drawn-
or
Yeah, just any Misty
yeah.
that had like 1500, because then I could just send Misty and Mel to the offline zone and just stream directly. But I just didn't get the cards for it.
Hey, it happens. Kind of surprised I won the first game against you.
I did well.
Thank you. I think the only thing that you really helped with was I kept forgetting about the fact that I can just ban stuff to buff those two girls. That was the one thing
honestly,
that
like,
yeah.
you just got to spam like that Korean Knight's ability and just keep buffing it like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh right.
To be fair, I don't mind.
I pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, it's only like a proper tournament setting where it's actually like important.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Whoop, pardon me.
that's a 2.
That's also a 2.
4.
3.
I'll go second this time.
Okay. Is there a button to draw faster or do I have to do the right click draw?
Yeah, right click draw.
Holy smokes. I am gonna mulligan.
It's like iffy. It's like good in some ways and not good in others. But yeah, okay, yeah.
Mine had too many realms and too many high cost cards. That's not better.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy to do it
Holy.
again. Like, if you want to do it again, I'm happy.
You want to do it again? You want to do a second mulligan?
Yeah, if you want to, I'll do it.
I
as
mean,
well.
this is totally our first mulligan, guys. We're not.
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking look at that.
Holy, that's what I had the first time, except I had 2 pumpkinos.
It's like what I meant to do.
This is why we need to cut our decks, because that's just bad. Scarlet, thank you for the follow. Waifu wears more like waifu stinky, what the heck? Mongo, if you're here, I won! I did it! I beat the John Waifu. At the beginning of my stream, they were like, go Retta! It was very nice. I fully expected to let them down, not gonna lie. Okay. I'm going first, yes?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, you said you'd go second this time.
Yeah, go on.
Let's see here. I feel like jumping the gun with with the Hell deck, you should be jumping the gun, but it also feels weird. Can I have a counter, please?
I am Lord of the Counters.
You are. I literally cannot summon objects. Okay, well, alright. Just the one, thank you.
Oh.
More. That'll be all I can do this turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna open my not sponsored soda real quick.
Okay, I'll end my turn there because I actually can't do it. Yeah, Missy, just go on objects, type in the word counter, and they come up.
Yeah,
But
they're
only the
super
host can do it.
nice. Okay, so there's those. So I will go ahead and do this one. Well, I keep on wanting to move around with the keyboard while I'm looking, and it starts typing. I think I'll just, since it's early enough in the game, I'll just go classic. Let me go ahead and shuffle. Put this in offline. And if it's all the same to you, I think I'll go ahead and attack.
Oh, witchy. Alright, Carly. Okay, so I will lose 2,000 followers. So I'm on.
Oh, I'm dumb. But it's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, no. I could have done so much more, but I've already said that I'll attack.
I know.
So. No, I did that, and I'm like, no, I have it. Carlisle Atomic, thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. I didn't thank everyone, and I just realized I'm hiding behind you again.
Oh, I was keep being covered by the wings. I'm just being like, I'm hidden.
Oh wait, when I move it, do I move on your screen?
Yeah, a little bit.
I apologize because I would have been right clicking instead because left clicking puts me in front of you.
Yeah, my guy's just a little guy.
I'm so sorry. I'll try to keep that in mind. I really don't mean to be covering you up.
That's fine.
And I did say that I ended my turn. Fully, player blunder. It happens. My brain is not at full capacity. It's okay. Gosh, dang it. I should have done that. Chat, I've lost. No, I'm kidding. Turn 2, I've lost.
My hand is still shy. So redeem 2 realms. Put misfire Melon defense mode and end my turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Nice. I forgot to
I feel like in this you need like an actual Nishimoto Chibi just to kind of get you going.
Oh, the Nishimoto Chibi, it feels OP because you just go from my hand offline. Don't even pay for anything. There they go. And so yes, early game she is hardcore.
What it's like then with the Earth deck, you just counter it with the maid.
How much is her defense? 2,000.
Okay. Yeah, it's about 2,000.
How dare you?
Align the witch.
So I'm gonna do what I should have done last turn. Because then I would have done something else this turn, and I probably would have taken you out real quick. I gotta be honest. Whoop. Okay, so now that I'm stronger, I can delete you. And yes, I will be in attack phase. Yes, I can. That is what I should be doing. That is what yes. So okay. And then 2,500 to you. Yes.
Okay.
Done.
God, the heart of the cards really ain't.
You got this. You got this. Come on, you're the master. I'm the student. Yeah. I'm constantly hiding you behind my wings for some reason. Imagine having 2 in your opening hands. You have no idea who winning? That was English. I apologize. I didn't even read your comment right. Currently, neither of us. You win when your opponent goes to 0.
My ass handed to me at the minute.
No, it's okay. You've got time.
I don't think so.
Add 1 Helram and 1 Helvetic really... support to conduct your hand. Oh, and you're fully tapped. Oh. So you can't even use her this turn. Okay. Oh wait, how much was her cost again?
3.
Oh, okay. I feel like is it my turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I should apologize. Okay, so I got. Oh, I like that card. He's so cute. Okay.
Yeah, I just got a hand. Like none of the hands I drew were like any good.
Okay, so. Let's see. 1, 2, Okay, so I can't do both of those. But I can do both. Oh, no, I can't. Just kidding.
To be fair, you only need like 500 more damage.
Well then I'll just do this.
And obviously you play metal.
So that's 2,500 plus 300. So 2,800 is his current power. Do I even need to type it out?
No.
You don't.
I think so. You won again.
You don't have this guy? You don't have that guy?
No, honestly.
Or this guy?
Nope. Nothing
My
like that at all.
hand was beautiful.
Mine was terrible.
We
Like, look at
mulliganed
that.
3 times. What happened?
Yeah. So 3 cost. 3 cost again. Realm. 3 cost. 2 cost.
Oh
3 cost again.
man. Oh shucks. What? Whoa, your cards did not like that shuffle. Oh my gosh. And you didn't even assist me this time. Yeah, no, Hell Deck is definitely my main.
Hell Deck's very good.
It's
but if
very
you play
good.
the Earth Deck, how you did last game,
Yeah.
then it's like it's just unbeatable.
Yeah. And
But it's just,
like
a lot of it is always going to be RNG, like any card game.
oh,
There's always going
100%.
to be RNG involved.
100%. And like I was saying with it before is well, never mind. I was packing up. That's okay. You helped me with the banning Korean thing. That was the only thing that I kept forgetting about. Okay. Do you want to play Earth against Hell this time, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. All right. Are we doing tournament shuffle? Or
just go. Because it's done by computer, it's fine.
Okay. I'm just saying because when you're shuffling for your okay, so you got a 9. Hey yeah. I got a 2.
I will go second.
Oh, wrong button. Don't touch that. Oh my gosh.
Now, if you think you got a bad hand, look at the state of this.
No.
Okay, maybe, yeah. But with the Earth Deck as well.
Oh my gosh, you've got like the 5 and 6s.
Yeah, the mate.
Oh no. Yeah, put those away.
Partner.
Put those away. Put them back.
The maids can't bring out the knights if they're in your hand.
If this was the actual tournament, I would have won. Holy smokes. I just thought about that.
Oh my god. This game actually hates me. Like, I'm not even joking.
Would you like... I'm not mulliganing mine, but I would allow you one more because it's just for fun.
No, I'll be okay. I think I can survive one turn.
Okay.
You're going first.
I'm going first, you said?
I can find myself time, I hope.
Okay. Alright. I mean, even the one I have right now, it's not the most fantastic, but, it is this again. So... But I can't attack this. I need a counter, please. Just a couple. Just a small handful, maybe. Hell Deck is so good. Thank you. You're just gonna line the table. I was waiting for you to keep going around the whole table. Oh, no. Click on it, please. Thank you. Okay. And that's all I can do this turn, so you can go right ahead. What is that? What happened? Oh, that's one you can, like, directly ban or something? Send this card to the ban zone from your hand or offline. Okay. From your hand. And when it says from your hand, that means you don't have to pay a cost. Correct. You went quiet. Oh no, I can't hear you. Bob, test?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
There you are.
What an absolute spoon.
I was like, where'd he go? Why is he so quiet?
Because this doesn't enter the platform, it doesn't yeah, it's not coming into the VTuber zones. You just activate the ability.
Yes. And that's why
Okay.
some people were saying with the Ashral Chibi, they were saying that's not fair because you don't have to pay for it. And I'm like, but the Earth deck has the same exact thing.
Yeah, well,
In a
it's
different
like
way.
life's not fair. Get used to
Yeah.
it.
Right.
But it is though. It's like some cards are going to be better than others, and these are only structure decks as well. So they're not going to be perfect. You know, they're not going to be like meta 90% win rate decks. Everything's going to be RNG until you can get something in your hands and tweak it to what you want.
Yeah, this is base starter pack.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't remember growing up with like the Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Like you got the original like Kyber deck, and it was like it's a modern meta deck. Win 90% of your games. It's like it's impossible to summon the blue eyes. But I'll redeem one Earth Realm, play Korean the Maid, and I'll go into now stream
Oh,
off
fiddlesticks! I forgot she existed.
and I'll stream off against Mystic
Stop
Light of the
it! You
Orange
lose 2,000 health.
and send it to the offline zone.
Rude.
Offline zone, fan zone, sorry. So I will lose my 2,000 followers. And
Yeah.
I'll partner a Korean Knight from my deck.
And this is why I know that I shouldn't be jumping the gun with this. When it's Hell versus Hell deck, you want to get your cards out quick. That's the way I've seen it in Hell versus Hell. If you don't get your cards out first, you're doomed. But in Hell versus Forest, because this card exists, putting your cards out in attack mode, I should have put her in defense mode. I genuinely should have. But
it's always like very like 50-50 though. It's like
yeah.
there's
True.
no right and wrong way.
Yeah. But it's still it's one of those things where you're taking that risk if you do that.
It's just strategizing.
Yeah. All right. Is that your turn?
And then I'll end my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, now I'm immediately in trouble because of that lady. Put one out. How much?
Again, a lot of it's luck. Obviously, there's only 3 Korean the Maids in like the entire deck.
Yeah.
Obviously,
True.
there's other ways to bring them out onto the platform.
Okay. Because I'm immediately cornered at this point.
The cogs is turning.
I know. I can't do anything. I think I'm just gonna play it safe. I think that's all I can do at this time. Go ahead. Yep. My turn 1 decision was my ultimate blunder.
Now, Demon One Realm, play Korean Maid again.
Do you not have any land?
No.
Holy smokes, dude.
I'll stream off against Misty the Orange since it's
Alright.
offline zone.
And she'll go there. This will go off to the side, and her ability goes off. Gosh dang it, I did it again.
Yeah, this game could go like really bad, really fast if I don't start drawing land realms.
I beg to differ, because you've now got a couple of really solid cards that are just out there now. Shucks. I am not confident right now.
I didn't draw a single realm though to start with.
Are you what? I told you could mulligan.
I did the first hand. It was terrible.
Oh wait, do I show
I
you,
did the
right?
second time round again. Yeah.
Okay, it's just her again. Okay. Is your turn done with?
Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
All good. All right, so this goes here. If this card is canceled by a streamer, if you can choose to send this card to the ban zone to partner. Oh, it's that heckin' lady again. Get out of here. And that one's 2,900, and I don't. Gosh.
I think now it's probably the case for just like hold on and just until you get like a pumpkino.
I know. At this point, I'm thinking I might need to just hold off a bit, because I have to get rid of both of these before I can get you without my stream off ability. I think I'm not doing anything.
Okay, you're ending your turn there.
Yes.
Okay. Please be realm. Please be realm.
No.
Praise the Lord. What will I do? I will redeem 2 Hell Realms to send the Korean to the ban zone. I'll send this one to the ban zone.
Okay.
Then I'll stream off directly for 3,100, sorry.
I will accept it this turn. Nice.
And my turn.
Cool. I will draw. I will place. Okay. I'm thinking so hard right now. I'm like, do I do something about this? I don't have... See, even if I summon everything that I'm able to summon right now, it won't matter, because she's so powerful that everything that I could do in this current point in time wouldn't be enough power. Unless... So, VTubers summoned from special abilities can't attack, but can their abilities still be used? Are you muted again?
No.
I saw your mouth
Yeah.
moving.
Right. I was eating popcorn a minute ago, and I was like, I don't want you to hear like
Oh,
crunching away.
I mean, I appreciate that. Mouth noises they're really great against my brain.
But yeah. So VTubers that are partnered, as long as they're partnered in the startup phase or the closing phase, sorry, they can stream off. But if they're partnered in the stream off phase or closing phase, then they cannot stream off.
Okay. So if I do this, and whoop, I hit draw. That's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna have to shuffle it anyway, so that's fine, probably. I wish I didn't see that, though. So she gets partnered.
And then if you've got enough, then you probably get Maeve as the main GB.
Redeem 2 Hell Realms and add a Demon of VTuber from your deck to your hand. What chibi were you talking about?
Maeve's the main GB, but it's a support card.
Oh, it's a support card. Yeah, that's not a demon, so I can't do that one.
No.
And that's too I could do that. I could. Wait. Oh no, that'd be a risk. Do I take the risk? That's the question. So I have the support. I think I'm gonna grab that. Put it. It's a pumpkin. No, I'm just putting it in here. Whoop, that's not the shuffle button. Okay. Demon VTuber from my deck to my hand. That's 3,100 right now.
Oh, also, I think with the Kickstarter as well, it's only what, 500 away from like all the extra rarities and boxes.
500 from the rare box? Oh my goodness. That's exciting.
Yeah, so I spoke to Spire about getting like some prismatic rares and having like, I think it's called a shatter foil, is what I'd call it, in like one in every 3 packs.
A shatter foil? I've never heard of that before.
It's just like a foil over it. It just looks like a shatter effect.
I think I will end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really not doing well with my hand. And assuming you draw another land, you're going to be pretty solid here.
No, I've not drawn another realm yet. Still, I have these 2 realms and that's it. Fucking hell, this is probably one of the worst hands I've had. It's like terrible and good at the same time. I'll just redeem 2 realms, send a Korean to fan zone.
I know. You still have the 2 realms, so you're able to keep making this lady stronger.
Okay, I'll just stream off.
You're just gonna get rid of her real quick. Which is fine. I'll survive, maybe, possibly. Probably not. Because I can't even do the thing that I'd like to do.
Yeah, end my turn.
Okay. Alright, let's see if the deck likes me a little more than you. It doesn't! I don't have any land. We're both in the same boat at this point. So that's 2, 4, 6, 21.
Hi, Hawk.
At this point, I'm just playing defense until I can do a ding dang thing. That's it.
The lack of realms I actually have is a joke. Oh, fucking hell. And if birds fucking fly or pigs fly, I don't know whatever the expression is.
Hello, Beehawk. Welcome, welcome. Why'd you have to show up now? I was doing great until this round.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll redeem another 2 another 2 realm.
And power yourself up a little more.
And stream off this one.
What if I say no thank you?
No, I don't think I will.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Untap. Please. Please. No. Holy smokes.
Are you getting shafted as well?
It's absolute blech. Blech.
See, at least we both got the same problem.
I know. I wish I didn't have the same problem though. Wait. And then I do this. Wait, no, I can't afford it. Never mind. I already did it. It's fine. I was like, oh, I have lands. I can get another one. But she cost 3 to come out. I was thinking about the chibi with the 1 cost. It's fine. I already did it. I'm not backtracking. I don't make mistakes.
Okay. You ending your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, sweet. Fucking hell. I still don't see I'm not drawing any realms like at all.
I'm not drawing realms or supports. I'm like
Okay,
we're both
okay.
like fish out of water right now. Yeah, no, gain your power. Use up all your cards and stuff. Insane. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to touch you because of this lady.
Okay, and stream off again. She's gonna be just like rinsing every turn until she's on like 5k.
Yeah, until I yeah once she gets the oh jeez, is your turn done?
Yeah, sorry, I'm my turn there.
Yeah, all good.
I'm just gonna keep going and going and
You're
going.
just gonna keep going. Oh.
You have something.
It's too late now, though. I have something that you want. You can't have it. Yeah, this doesn't work anymore. The thing that I could have done isn't the thing that I can do. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Okay, well, this is the game we're playing now. Turn. So 2 to summon, and 2 to give me a thing. I believe it's a Misty player or a realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, hang on, what is it? Yeah, Misty player or a realm, yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing at this point.
Right. So with this deck, do you think it'd be worth having Korean the Knight be like either like a slightly lower power, or have the power increase as less?
Right now with the situation we're currently in, this feels like a very rare situation because most people aren't going to be able to have the time to get her up to this power. Um, for how high her cost is, the power makes sense. Um, but I do wonder if lowering the amount that it's raised would make more sense. You are muted, by the way.
I know, I'm snacking again.
You're snacking again. I figured. Um, she can get really scary really fast, especially when paired with the zero, sorry. I wiggled it a little bit and shuffled it. Especially with the girl that attacks and then dies and then immediately summons her. That's what makes her the scariest, is the fact that you can summon her with no cost if you happen to draw one of the 3 other cards. That's probably the scariest thing about that deck, is people who don't know enough to protect against the lower cost card won't be able to stand against her, because I'm
well,
still
like,
pretty sure that I've lost at this point.
under the right circumstances as well, Ashura Nishimoto can get like to 3700 power. Which,
That's
like, early
that's
game
true.
right circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't know. They both got like
That
pros and cons their
balances
own
it.
way. Yeah, this is the problem. You can't. I literally can't win. So some things are powered, some things are like overpowered, some things are underpowered, but it's only in like the right circumstances.
I'm just gonna take a Hell Realm, because at this point, that's what I need most. But I still can't do much else because I'm still not drawing the cards that I need, and all the supports that I need aren't Misty players. So, I'm just gonna keep protecting myself for as long as I can, I think. And
Hello, Cosmic. Thanks very much for the raid.
With that activation, I believe that'll be my turn.
Okay, dokie. Right, idle the bad boys. Draw realm. Finally.
Yep.
Finally.
Yep. This is where I am defeated.
So redeem 4 Earth Realms. So I can add an Earth Realm. The Korean.
To your hand, yes. And this, I believe that card also says this round you can play the additional one, so that's fun. I love that you've immediately caught up to me. I wanted that, actually. No.
And then...
Oh, Coco, thank you for the raid. Well. Why did my raid thing not go off? I apologize. Gosh dang it, it's broken again. What are you doing? Oh, are you murdering me?
Off against Mel.
Okay. I perish.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I will place.
But I've already got the next, hopefully the next 2 structure decks planned out. So one of them will be, so you can get an exclusive in. So one of them will be an astral deck, hopefully themed around Lunessa VT, because she's like got awesome card art, especially for a dragon card. Honestly, it's like
dragon. Oh my goodness, I
like
love dragons.
Like, the art is like generally incredible. And then the other one is going to be a dark deck themed around a VTuber group called V Horrors, or that's my plan, at least anyway.
Ooh. Okay. And then. And it's more Misty player stuff here, but you know. Doing what I can. Yeah, your girl's so strong that even just doing this stuff is negligible at best in the current state. And that does say Misty player specific as well, so. A debut cost of less than 3. Sorry. But yeah, that sounds really exciting. The Astral of those two, they both sound really cool. I like dark decks in general, just because spooky.
I think the dark deck is going to be so. It's going to be themed around just like reducing your opponent's like VTuber's power.
That is good.
It's the darkness. I don't really know. The astral one's just going to be like whatever fucking happens. Yeah. But I think at least I know for these two decks what cards it needs. So the Earth just needs like some better hell Earth support and more Kitsunes. Like swapping out the Kiki VT cards for some more like Kitsune ones.
Oh yeah, especially with how there are cards in that deck that play off the Kitsunes.
Yeah.
So the defense is now 2,700. Not that it matters. And this defense is 1,500.
Okay.
And
you're ending your turn?
Yes.
Another realm.
Oh my goodness gracious. The tides have turned so quickly. Hello, Glitched. Welcome, welcome.
Then our team 6 realms to play. Korean the Night.
Yep, there we go. I love that. Oh, so she's instantly built up, yes? Yeah, so.
Yeah, and then I'll do 1 bonk.
Yes, on that one.
So when and bonk the second one.
Yeah.
But with
but with right, yes. Sorry.
Yeah. So what should happen is like you don't just like attack all at once. It goes like 1.
It's 1 at a time. Yes.
Attack 1, resolve ability if needed. Next one, attack, kill.
And it's at a Misty player, so that's just. I'm running out of cards.
Another one is there's quite a lot of hell and hound cards, so you could make like a hellhound deck.
Ooh, I mean they all sound quite fun. I want Retta in a deck. That's what I want.
Listen, make it happen. What would your card be?
I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking about how it might be like one of the more fast-paced mulling decks where some of the cards are literally just spend this, draw 2 cards and stuff like that. But I haven't thought of specific semantics. It's because she's a storm dragon and her main thing is lightning, so it felt like ideally it would be a faster paced deck. Potentially weaker power-wise, but if you've got the speed, you can get it done.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, may have forgot to like end my turn.
That's okay. Whoops. I'm turning my... Okay, calm down. Alright, and then I draw. Insanity. Are you kidding me?
No.
I love this for me. This is... This is so bad. Ugh. Bad.
Yeah, this is what it's like for me. Like the other game where you had like these like 200 power, and I was just
Yeah.
like, Anakin, please have mercy.
Yeah. If I could summon more than one thing right now, I would have a chance. But because I can only direct summon one at a time, it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could do this to just get more land, because why not? One land, 2 lands. Whoop. I don't know how I did that. And she can go here. And these go in. Where'd they go? Are they under my deck right now? Interesting. And that one allows me to play an additional one this turn. So I have that.
More.
Hey, if I'm gonna get obliterated, I might as well get obliterated with as much land as possible.
Ah, I'm still fuming at how close I came where it's Hell versus Earth earlier. But yeah, it's like so many people saying, "Oh, the Earth deck is like weak and stuff."
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
It's a waiting game.
It's not. It's just like you just need to play the right cards and get a bit lucky. Like if you get made, the thing is, there's plenty of things in the deck that allows you to get a made, like this normal Korean. So when it debuts for the first time, add a Korean from your deck to your hand. So when you debut it for the first, like, you can just add a maid right off the bat. So it kind of sets you up. But then it's just a matter of being like patient with the hell deck until you've got something that can actually deal with the knights.
Yeah. I'm trying to be patient, but again, my biggest problem at this point is the fact that I can only summon one from my hand. So even if I use certain abilities, I can't summon the cards that I put into my hand.
Yeah.
And so that's where I've fallen short at this point, is I can't get enough out to protect from you at this point. So even if I summon excuse me, even if I summon something else in this moment, it just won't work.
Actually, I think because yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do because even if you got
There's really not.
like a normal Mystic player, the demon out, then you had maybe the main GB to get 2 Mystic player the oranges out. It's still only be on 3,500.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I genuinely
I have
like
an idea.
I would have to be able to stream off.
Yeah.
So you can go.
So when I
if
do
you
the
want,
update,
but
I'm gonna nerf Korean the Knights stats a bit. I keep the power increase and everything the same, but I just have base.
make the base
Base
lower.
power.
Yeah.
It's like 20. I don't know.
Like 2200 instead of 25.
Yeah, I was thinking like 2200 is a good starting point. And also it keeps numbers even because otherwise
Yeah.
numbers get confusing. Okay, are you ending your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of me feels like at this point I should forfeit, but the other part of me is like, but what if I draw the card? Ooh.
And then I'll stream off directly.
How much are
3,700.
those together? 3,700 times 2.
7,400.
Okay. No thank you. I've had that since turn 1. I've just been like waiting for you to be able to stream off directly. Just like, no, don't touch me.
Okay. Yeah, then Okay, I'll move to my closing phase. I'll redeem 2 Earth Realms and send another Korean to the ban zone.
Oh, because you didn't play your debut, so you can do that again?
No, I've not. I've debuted, but in your closing phase, you can
But
still
in the
activate
closing
abilities.
phase instruction things, it says if you've debuted, you can't do the closing phase.
No, it says if you debuted, you cannot debut again during the closing phase.
That's what that means? The
Yeah.
way it's worded makes it sound like if you've debuted or played a realm, you can't do the closing phase. That's the word. That's the
No.
way the wording
Oh,
is interpreted.
okay. So if you have debuted or played an Earth Realm, you cannot debut. Okay, so if you played an Earth Realm in your startup phase, you cannot play a realm in your
In
closing
your
phase
closing phase, okay.
unless specified otherwise by an ability. And
Yeah.
then you cannot debut another VTuber in the closing phase if you have already debuted a VTuber in the startup phase.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, I don't know if you updated the rulebook yet about that, but like I don't remember what exactly it said, but it was basically just you can't do this if you've debuted a VTuber or played a realm. And it doesn't say you can't play a realm or debut a VTuber, it just says you can't do this. And so I was like, so I can't do the closing phase. Got it.
Yeah, you can still activate abilities.
Cool. Okay. Does that mean that you can activate the abilities at the beginning and the end of the turn technically? Unless it says once per turn?
Most abilities say once per turn,
Okay. Cool.
but if you've
But
got
if
enough
they
realms,
don't, are you able to do it at the beginning and the end?
yeah, I mean if you want, you just like rinse and repeat.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll end my turn now.
All right. Let's see if I can do anything at all. Oh. Nope, they were the right side up. Let's see. Nope. I can play another realm. So, 4, 3. It's dumb. It's so dumb.
Or realms.
More realms.
Yeah, that's fine. I think when it's been copied across, so it should be. Yeah, that's fine.
And this
see
one
what's
can
happening
stay
now.
here. This one can go here. This one goes over here. How many Misty players do I have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Mel still doesn't touch. Mel doesn't get even close to touching 3,900. Because with 6, it adds 1,200. So it would only be 2,700.
Hi, Napoleon. Welcome.
Yeah. So so this gal with her current abilities definitely just very quickly removes the competition.
Yeah, very quickly. So these are just like cracked cards, really. But yeah, Kiki's good.
I mean, that is a good card. So, the best, not even the best, but I can put him out, and he's at 2,700 because of the 6 Misty players. And then I would end up attacking her, so you would end up losing
Hello, folks.
2,200.
Yeah. Shit. 9 minus 22, 1, 2, 3. So.
But I'm still getting obliterated next turn. So,
yeah.
Despite that, yeah, because I can't summon anything else. I don't have any supports. the fact that I've drawn this many cards and haven't pulled a single support that I actually need, it feels
It's fucking nuts.
insane. It's like this is just RNG messing with me at this point. But yeah,
Because
you can go ahead and win.
yeah, Kiki was cancelled by a stream off. I can draw 3 cards and then send 1 card.
Yeah, so you have even more cards in your hand. RNG pain, yes, yeah, no. I acquiesce that I have lost. So you can either finish me off now or or we keep going. Or say that you win, I mean, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just take the dub.
Yeah.
I finally won a game.
You what do you mean finally? Hey,
What do you mean?
it's
No,
well, I mean, it's best 2 out of 3. I won 2, you won 1. That's pretty solid in my opinion.
No, you did really well.
Thank you. I mean, you did so good. Obviously, you know the game. So
Honestly, I was devastated. If in that first game, if I needed like 1 more turn, and like the right things to like sort of happen, if yeah, I would have been fine.
you
But
you
he
could have
like,
survived, but
I was so close.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's
I
it's
feel like-
these gals and Misty the Orange. Those are the 2 that are, I believe, the most dangerous in each deck in the deck's current state.
Yeah, I'll probably. I don't know if I keep the Knight's defenses 3,000 though. I mean, it's a 6 cost card, so
Yeah.
it's understandable why it's 3,000.
Yes, and that's
It's
what
not
I
like
was thinking as
defense
well.
can actually do
Like,
anything.
I would understand lowering the power to 2,200 like we were saying, but I don't think the defense requires lowering, because if you need to put Korean the Knight into defense mode, then you are spending to put one of the strongest cards into a protective stance. Unless, of course, you use the 0 cost thing. But even then,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the mage, the text is getting reworded, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna change the debut thing. So to say you can debut it by redeeming the 5 realms.
To say that you can use 5 realms is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna change
Okay.
it in the update just to make it like a bit more friendly, because I know what it means, but to other people,
Yeah.
it just needs to be like simplified.
Half the people I've gone against thought it was you need 5 realms and to ban, and the other half thought it was either or.
No.
And then you came in and you're like, nah, you have to ban currently in the
Yeah,
current
it literally
state.
says it cannot debut.
Yeah.
So this number in the top right is irrelevant.
Yeah. The biggest update for me for that one is the fact that this gal cannot allow that one to debut. Because that's something that I've said that I myself and other players have done several times over, which is we've used this to summon her.
Yeah, no, it's only because, but this one it literally specifies in the text. It can only be partnered by this.
Yeah, but this
so
says
it's
ignoring
like...
any debut conditions, so it says ignoring any, so they just consider this to be blank. Because it says any conditions, even though this one says cannot debut.
Yeah, and I'm just going to knock this one's power down to 2,500 and specify in this ability, excluding Korean the Mage.
That sounds a lot more fair, in my opinion.
It just tones the deck down a touch.
Yeah. I like that, though. This was fun.
But it's like doing things like this with people like yourself who like succeed in the tournament. I can find out what needs changing and what I can do to the structure deck, even if it's just like slight tweaks prior to it coming out.
Yeah, for sure. I had a feeling the tournament might have been like a beta test of sorts of the decks.
Yeah, because one thing is, no matter how many times I test it, people are always going to find ways to throw like spanners in the works, because it's just how things are. You know. They're
Yeah.
always gonna,
People
yeah,
are
it's
always
just,
going to try to find loopholes and stuff. It's the reason that other card decks have banned cards because the those cards become the loophole that makes the game unwinnable for anyone else who doesn't have the card or something like that. The mate is a little
yeah, I
strong.
agree. The made strong,
It
but
is
she's
very
meant to be.
strong, but yeah.
It's like it swings and roundabouts. It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's based off a card called Maiden with Eyes of Blue, which
Oh.
is like, which basically is it's literally it's one like a fucking 1 star tuner monster that you can use to get a blue eyes white dragon that's got 3,000 attack, 2,500 power, like fucking right off the bat. But in future cards as well, we're also going to have things that interact a bit more with your opponent's cards, like returning them to your hand and things like that.
I would love to have decks like that because especially with the only being able to debut one VTuber at a time, if you have a card out that you're just like, hey, these two VTubers you put out, put them away. It can like that's a really cool way to turn the tide of battle, even if your cards themselves have weaker power cost.
Yeah, I think what I have an idea for like another card as well. So we're going to be releasing something called Universal Cards. Sorry, I'm like standing away from my chair and like walking away, so my VTuber's just sat there going to sleep. So like these Universal cards will be able to use like any realms and go into any decks.
I wondered about that. So, universal cards or universal realms or both? Because if you do universal realms, it very quickly becomes something where everyone's only going to want the universal realms. But if it's a universal card, that could be something that's like.
Yeah, it's just basically so we plan on. So in the bottom left, there's a collab deck. So yeah, similar to colorless, I guess,
Yeah, I
but
was
without
wondering about that.
actual. But it won't be like colorless realms. It'll only be like colorless like support cards or VTubers, for example. Like so we'll have like a collab card that allow you to like collab summon powerful cards. So like polymerization. You'll know what I mean, Ryan.
Polymerization, you said?
Yeah.
Um, my brain's not working right now. What's
It's
that
like
word?
combining two VTubers together to make strong VTuber.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Fusion deck. So literally, I'm just making a game. I know it might not be what everyone else wants. I'm just making a game that I want and what I've.
I mean, why not, right? If you're able to make such a thing, you already have a lot of people interested and invested in this game. So, like, why not make it the way you want it? But yeah, fusions would also be very interesting, especially if it's like you collab and you fuse with something like this, then the card that she is now could almost in a sense be quote restored depending on the collab's ability.
Yeah, there's always going to be like power creeps and loopholes and things, and there's always going to be ways around stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things. The game in the state the game is now, it's worth nerfing them, but in the future, obviously maybe the Korean deck will become obsolete and there'll be more stuff in the future that'll be worth like investing in instead.
You
So
think
it's
it
like the original Magic decks don't work, you know, aren't going to be super competitive
Oh.
now, in the future,
I mean,
especially with like
people will probably still like them. I mean, if this card game gets that far in, then you'll definitely have to have collectors decks at that point for the old
no,
stuff.
I didn't. I got fiddled.
He won one game. He did so good. I think one day he might be a master at this game. Who's
Yeah,
to say
I
though?
think with the nerfs, it'll make things
Yeah, it'll be a
more,
lot more
more fair.
balanced.
I generally think the Earth deck. A lot of people don't see it, but the Earth deck generally,
I do. I see it.
in its current state, should win every game.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
I
like,
beat you with both decks, so
mm,
I can see the merit of them. Is your Are you asleep
yeah.
again? What is that guy? What's
No,
he
no, no.
doing?
I just like went quiet for a second.
No, your VTuber like
Oh,
leaned over. It's
oh,
small on my screen, so I was like trying to look out for it at this
I
point.
don't know where it's supposed to push the camera. Are you there? No. It's really weird. I have to have my webcam like on the really, really far left side of my desk. Like, otherwise it doesn't look straight on. It tilts head to the side. I don't know if it's the way the camera calibrates or something.
Oh, it might be. It could just be the webcam as well.
It is like a really, really old Logitech one.
Oh, yeah, no. I used to have one of those. I have a nicer camera now, and I've never looked back.
Yeah, I'm not big enough in the VTubing game to warrant the upgrade.
Just keep upgrading your cards. That's what you've got.
Yeah, well, I think hopefully we're gonna start working on the Wave 2 stuff. But I dropped you a DM as well, so if you got spare art and you want to be on Wave 2, then there's your chance.
Oh my goodness. I need to get more art. Reddit doesn't have enough art for that yet, but I would love to leap on the opportunity. You're coming for your own card. When John first suggested the Waifu Wars tournament, I'm like, so hey, if anyone beats you, do they get their own card or deck? And and you responded, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. And so I was like, bet. And so
So this is... Wait, what do you think of the game as a whole, though? It's like honest feedback. I'm open.
sorry, you cut out a little bit for me.
What do you think of the game as a whole in its current state?
As a whole, I have genuinely been enjoying it. It's absolutely a learning curve, and we've already talked about how some of the wording can be adjusted because some of it is oh, there was that one card that I can. Where's my deck? What did I do? Why did I do that? Come here. I was so busy cleaning, I didn't even think about it. It's the Uwu VTuber guy. He has a support Kesuception guy. He has a support, but the main card, this one, I just wanted to double check. I think it's that one. And your opponent cannot stream off this turn. So
Yeah,
when it says
okay.
this turn, is it when it says send this card to the from the platform to the offline zone? Obviously, let's say I have it here, and if I end, do I have to, during my specific turn in the round, say I do this so that they can't stream off? Or when they declare stream off, can I do that and potentially get their, wait until they've put stuff from defense into attack mode and then go, don't touch me?
Yeah, so you'd want to do it during your opponent's turn. So what it should be is if you're activating your turn, obviously your opponent doesn't have a stream off phase in your turn anyway.
Yeah.
So if you use it during your opponent's turn and declare like it. So say your opponent declares a stream off. So you'd be like, okay, I declare an interrupt, so I can send this card from the platform to the offline zone. You cannot stream off this turn.
Yeah. I think that should be reworded to send this card from the platform to the offline zone during your opponent's turn. Because that's something I've had actually a few people come to me and be like, hey, this card, how does it work? And I've had to be like, that's the one card I don't know about, actually. Because I'm not certain with the wording with that. So to clarify that it should be on your opponent's turn, I think would be a good idea. Karelu, I do agree that the game needs balancing as well, but as it stands in the beta stages right now, both decks are just broken enough that they continue to beat each other fairly equally, at least in my case.
I think any card can be used as an interrupt.
Any?
Is what my thinking is. Yeah,
How does that work?
I'm aware. So it's like, hang on.
Let's see.
It's just an activating ability during your opponent's turn. It's no different. It's like a trap card or something.
I figured that most supports that talk about like stream offs and stuff were those instant interrupts. But like I said, like with this VTuber and some of the supports, it's not entirely clear as to whether it's an immediate interrupt or one that you have to declare before the turn happens.
Obviously, I think that's going to be after one thing I'll probably have to clarify in like a comprehensive guide when we do it. Because any ability can be used during your opponent's turn. So I'm trying to think.
Even so, any support, you mean? Like this one included,
It's
or
like hang on, try and find a card from my hand. Probably a bit better in the hell deck.
right here?
Where's your cards?
There you go.
Let's have a see. Okay, this one's probably a bit of a bizarre one. Let's say it's on your opponent's turn. You can say, "Oh, I'm going to declare an interrupt and activate the ability of redeeming 2 realms to add a demon or a hell realm from my deck to the hand."
You can activate that. Okay, because it's not once per your turn; it's once per turn. So so that turn means round. That's another thing is I'm wondering if you switch the wording to once per round instead of once per turn. I think that would be a very easy to clarify.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree on that. After playing this, it's made me realize, like, yeah, oh, it's all fixable.
Yeah. For sure. I'm glad I was able to help. Other people are calling me an expert now after you called me an expert, and I'm like, listen, I've played 10 games.
Yeah, I'd say it's enough to be expert.
Really? I mean, technically now I've played 13. Ooh, odd number. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, it's just yeah, just things like this and little interactions. Like, if anybody wants to provide feedback, that's fine. Just be constructive, and just be like, okay, this is good, but it could be better. Or there's just ways to say things. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one that a lot of people are like, oh, it's OP because you just send it off and stuff, but it's meant to be like that. Because you don't have to send it.
Yeah. So Carol asked a question. So GB Astronaut Nishimoto. So if they're on the board and your opponent declares a stream off against it, it essentially like overrides it. It cancels the stream. So because you declared an interrupt, so it sends it from the platform to the offline zone. So it essentially cancels the stream off.
Interesting.
So the VTuber that streamed off against it can't stream off again that turn.
That's actually a really good interrupt because it prevents the loss of followers. Oh, you have all the ash rolls. You drew them.
Yeah. I've claimed them all. But
I was gonna set it up like as you were explaining. I was like, yes, into the offline, and now nothing.
No.
Yay!
But it's like, yeah, so interrupts can be used in that way. But yeah, any card, it's just like an interrupt. You can only, but the thing is, you can only use 2 per turn.
Oh.
So you can't just keep interrupting your opponent and activating like abilities fucking willy nilly. You've got to choose
right.
when to. So you can just choose to wing to activate it. It's like this is why. So I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh because you can activate fucking so many abilities and like spells and traps and shit per turn, and the turns are like 5 minutes long, and it's like fucking hell. Honestly, I don't have time for that. I just
Well,
want something that's like quick.
I mean, when you're on your turn in the round, you can activate as many of those as you want, right? It's just when they're interrupts that you can only do 2.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And that's also why the clarification of once per turn is so important. Because like, I do it now, and then their turn starts, and you're like, I'm interrupting!
Yeah,
5 minutes
what
long.
Carol, you said it is exactly why I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh. The turns are 5 minutes long. You just sat there, just dick in, just waiting for something to happen. And before you know it, they've got Exodia. And you just say like, well, I'll go home.
Just in one
It's just
turn?
yeah, honestly, it's like, and then what is it? I don't know if Daggett still here, but when he used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel anyway, and he kept using this fucking stupid deck. It was Toons, and that was like that was the most broken shit I've
Oh
ever
my
seen in my entire
gosh!
life. Like the Toon decks were ridiculous. Like there was a newer Toon card that came out, and it meant you can only have like one of each type or something, or it could only be like one specific type. And I was just like, it's not fun at that point. It's just not fun because it's not playable and you can't compete with it.
I man, I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh, but you just brought back a sudden memory. I remember a friend I knew like I don't know, so long ago, and he swore by the Toon deck. And everyone that else that I talked to about it, they're like, "Yeah, I don't play him if he's playing the Toon deck." I never quite understood why, because I never played, but I was like, understood. The 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 funky little guys are the scary ones. Are you gonna have a
Yeah,
Toonie style deck one of these days? In Waifu Wars?
no,
Toon
maybe
Wars, maybe?
no, no, that'd be cool. The Toon deck was super. Yeah, it's like Waifu Wars. I want it to get to a state where people can actually make their own decks and have fun. I don't want it to be like a super competitive like esports esque game. I just want it to be like a game that you can pick up, put down, and just have like a bit of fun. I don't want it to be like so super serious. I just want it to be like a nice casual game. You can pick it up, you can put it down, play with friends, and I want it to be reasonably easy to pick up.
I I do think it needs a bit of work if you want it to be relatively easy to pick up, because I do feel like in its current state it is a bit of a learning curve. But with a few wording changes, I think it can make it just way easier for sure.
Yeah, and I think with the proper rules there as well, like a fully fledged one,
Oh, for
rather
sure.
than just like a quick start guide. Because otherwise, it's like I see like so many people playing it like their own way. I'm just like, I don't even know what you're doing.
You're like,
or
wait, this
or
isn't
it's like,
this isn't how
or,
it
or some
goes.
people, or some people like playing. Was it somebody who was playing like Magic where they'd go to a stream off and they'd like tap the cards? And I was just like, I don't
Oh
even know
yeah.
where you got this from. I was like, I don't understand where you've actually got this from.
I mean, I understand that confusion, because when it has attack and defense, I've played other games with attack and defense, and it's kind of understood that sideways is defense mode, not tapped mode.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's another one that
Yeah,
people have come to me asking. They're like, "Do we tap?" And I'm like, "No, no, you do not tap."
it's like the thing is, I'm like, in what part of the rules it doesn't say anything about like tapping the VTubers, which is what confuses me. I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't know where you people are picking this up from.
I mean, part of it I do think is because when you first introduced the game, you said it was like a mix of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. But after playing it, for me, it like 80% of this game is not Magic. So, I would assume that that side is the Yu-Gi-Oh side. Tapping and putting out lands is like the Magic side for the most part, from what I can tell.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, you can just play like abilities like willy nilly. There's no cost to them. Like it's just yeah, just get them out.
Ooh.
Do what you want.
Okay, so the Magic side of it is the cost and the realms, and most everything else feels like Yu-Gi-Oh. Because also with Magic, if I remember correctly, I haven't played in a long time, but when you go into attack phase, you choose all of the ones at the same time and say I'm attacking with these, and then your opponent is the one who chooses how to defend.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's something that I had to get used to here as well. Was that I as the attacker got to choose instead of the defender.
It's because they don't have like the defense doesn't get chipped away, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, you just play like a pumpkino, and you can't get through its defense because it's too strong. Because you can just keep selecting the pumpkino to defend every time.
yeah. I mean, unless you attack with it, because you can. Well, first off, you can in this game you can only change stance once per turn per card. But I remember asking you about if I attack, can I change the stance, and you said no to that.
That's
So
right.
it's so that's another way to like keep people from spamming that, where they're like attack and I'm hiding again and you can't touch me.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it provides an avenue where you have to think about it a lot more when you're choosing to tap or not tap to attack or defend.
Yeah, it's just strategy.
Not familiar with magics. If you attack with Pumpkino, well, I mean Pumpkino starts with the zero attack, but so by the time you're attacking with Pumpkino, in my opinion, either their attack is now stronger than their defense, or your opponent's put a card out that you really don't want them to keep and you happen to be stronger than it, so you're like I'm gonna get rid of that. So it again, that's where RNG doesn't come in anymore and it becomes more strategic about it.
Yeah, I think early game is always an element of RNG.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Except for that last game. That last game was I gotta say it. It was a bit bogus for both of us. We spent like 7 turns getting no land.
yeah, it just wasn't happening. Just,
But yeah.
yeah.
Is there anything else about the game that you'd like to talk about or discuss or whatnot?
Yeah. Not at the minute, to be fair. I think obviously what Wave 2 cards are going to be start being worked on hopefully tomorrow. So I have somebody helping out with just getting like the art onto the card and put the names of what they are and things, and then I'll go through and put all the abilities and this that and the other on them,
Very cool.
which will be fun.
I'll have to see if I
So
have anything to throw your way, but I only fairly recently started getting more Retta art, so I don't think I have anything card worthy personally.
no, hopefully I will get my own VTuber at some point, and then I can have art done of that,
Oh man,
and then
A
put that into
John
the game.
Waifu deck that would probably go really hard. I bet a lot of people would go for
I've
that.
already got plans at the minute for something
Ooh,
like
super secret
so these
plans?
are maybe, but
Maybe.
these are like cards that they're going to be called like OC. So on the John Waifu feet card, it says OC on it because it's like an original character we did. So I'm going to have some of the original waifus we did when Waifu Wares first started, like a long, long time ago.
How long have you been doing waifu wares? Or
2.5 years.
okay, and you started waifu wars like
It's probably about a year ago. To be fair, Waifu Wars started,
hey,
but
that's a solid amount of time. I only just recently
well,
found you.
yeah, it's like well, so I'll give you some like backstory, some world building and all that shit.
Yes,
So when I first
lore.
started, we first started doing like literally like stickers on shakers. and then they were like vinyl sealed. And then I bought a UV printer that was printed to the shakers. But it was okay, but the problem is it was like just really inconsistent, and then the print wasn't great on the cups. It would just, if you put something really cold in the cup, the condensation would form like behind the print in the
Oh
cup itself.
no.
So it would just ruin the design over time. Yeah, it's just yeah.
So you
And
went
then
through a
I
whole
managed to find,
process.
and then maybe about 18 months ago, I managed to get like a cup manufacturer. So now we get them all made, which is why they're the good quality that they are now.
That's really cool. Did you just start making cups just because you wanted to, or did you already kind of have this goal in mind of doing
No,
more?
it's because like I like gamer subs, but they were charging like way too much per cup, and then the shipping was extortionate. It's like £25 for a cup and £25 for shipping,
Oh dang.
which I was like, I'd rather just not. So I sold all my gamer sub shakers, and I just started doing this.
That's
And
really
now gamer
cool.
subs really, really don't like me.
Oh no. Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah, they absolutely like, they really don't like me. So when I literally first started with the stickers on shakers, they DM me on Instagram when I had like 500 followers or something. Being like, what the fuck is this knockoff business? I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, they were attacking you in DMs because you wanted to make some
Yeah, yeah.
cups? Holy
hmm
smokes.
And then they blocked me on Instagram.
That
But the thing is, they started it,
that that's actually so funny. Like
and they are now they just hate me even more. But it's okay because
what
I fill a gap in the market that they can't. So I work with like a lot of small creators, people that gamers wouldn't give the time of day to. Whereas I work with like, so many small content creators that, especially even with like Waifu Wars, where a lot of people wouldn't actually get the opportunity to do something, like make merch, even just like the fact they get to be on a card,
yeah.
it's pretty cool, I'd say,
I think it's
ish.
super cool. Yeah. Isn't GamerSupps like a huge corporation now? Like and they were
Yeah,
going after
they still
you?
were then. They were still like a multi-million-dollar like corporation.
Holy
It's because of me
smokes.
they trademarked Waifu Cups in the UK.
They actually trademarked that?
hmm Which is why I have to call them Waifu Shakers.
Holy
But
smokes. That
because
that's
there's
bitter.
certain things, yeah, certain things I can't disclose because it was like
Hmm.
records
I see.
from my store and shit like that, and data protection, all that bollocks. But there was a person in GameStops that checked out the store, and that's how I know they then trademarked it not long after they checked out.
Holy
The
smokes.
maths be mathing. Mm.
The maths be mathin'.
And that's how Waifu Wear is where it is. Because I just kept going, even like when we first didn't really make that many shakers. Most releases we did like what, 10 cups per release maybe? Something like that.
I mean, that's still solid. That's a lot of cups.
And now it's like 50 per release.
Oh,
Obviously not every cup
really?
sells out, but
Yeah.
then they're just on the shelves and it gives us the opportunity to put them into like random shakers. Discount things for people. It's like even doing, I have like too many cups in the house where I literally have to put the prices to like zero. Just it's a good opportunity for people who want to try out a product or promote the brand to get something for like cheap.
Yeah. And that's really cool too. Like when you did the promo for just 100% off, I was like, that's really cool. I clicked on it and it was immediately sold out and I was like
Yeah, I think it still works. So
it
if you
does
use
work.
code like R&D,
It works
then
still?
100% off.
It said it was
hmm
sold out when I checked it out after
Yeah,
seeing
that's
that.
because I fucked up.
What?
However,
How could you?
yeah, So it's still alive, and I'll keep it alive for a while. To be fair.
Oh my gosh, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Go get yourself a random
Free stuff.
shaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's genuinely fascinating what you've gone through at this point. So you can still use the name Waifu Wares, you just can't call the shakers Waifu Wares?
No, I
Or
can't call them white cups.
Waifu Cups. You have to call them Waifu Shakers.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. I'm just mulling about that now. I'm thinking about it. I think my family might be home. I can hear noises.
Oh, thank you, folks.
Right?
But yeah, it's
Your
like,
company is so
and
cool.
like even 2.5 years in, I've not actually paid myself.
I saw that you commented that, and that was one of the most shocking things.
Don't
Cause
get me wrong, I bought a takeaway here and there.
I mean, I feel like at this point you gotta. You're working so hard for all this stuff.
It seems like a lot of hours I put in. Probably too many,
Probably too many.
but it's worth it.
Are you
You'll get there in the
sleeping
end.
well? Are you are you hydrating?
No,
No.
I have a lot of coffee.
Coffee is not. Holy smokes! Cancel him. Yep. He needed to eat at some point. Hey, listen. If you don't need to drink, you don't need to eat. No.
Sometimes I bring like wifey melts around and get him to give us a hand like packing some orders and stuff. Because like obviously a lot of stuff we do is like on pre-order. So get the pre-orders in, and then it's the case of doing like 1 to 200 orders in like a go.
Oh my gosh! How long does an order usually take?
I can pack a box in 11 seconds.
Oh.
So obviously, once it's been like put in the bubble wrap and the sticker put inside, yeah, I can put a cup in a box in 11 seconds. I have the fastest hands in the West.
That is way faster than I was expecting you to say like maybe 30 to 60 seconds. 11. So you timed yourself. Like that
Yeah,
was off the
we
dome.
recorded it on a video.
Oh, is it like on TikTok or something? I might have to go look
No,
at
I
that.
probably should have put it on TikTok. Did I put it on TikTok?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't use TikTok. I probably should use TikTok, but I just don't. It just doesn't interest me.
It doesn't interest. I mean, you'll get more eyes on the product
Yeah.
potentially.
And that means making TikToks.
I mean, I suck at making TikToks too. I forget all the time. But with your business, I feel like stuff like that might drum it up a little. I don't know.
I'd literally rather just like pay somebody to do it.
Oh my gosh,
That's how much
real.
I hate it.
You're real for that. I actually recently messaged a guy who's edited a few of my videos, and I was like, "So I know you've edited full videos. How much is it to make TikToks?" And they were actually like, "I don't know. I got to get back to you on that one."
Yeah, I've sent you the reel that we made on Instagram of
Yes.
me packing a box.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I should open that right now. I'm like, "Oh, so you did post
Okay.
it."
Yeah, I put it on Instagram though, just not TikTok.
Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Oh,
Literally the fastest hands in the West.
I'll give you a like. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep. My children are behind me.
Right, I'll leave you then, so you can enjoy your evening.
Yeah, I think that I should hang on, honey. 1 second. Yeah, I'll get going because I am needed. I have to be a mom again. Thank you for challenging me, and hopefully I'll see you again at the finals.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hopefully you win.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I usually do a full outro, but I gotta go.
Yeah, if you want to go, I'll find somebody to raid into corpse.
Awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Mom.
See you soon.
Mom.